I'm a Marine Corps veteran, and I teach the course here at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. This program started basically because after my injuries in the war, I didn't know how to deal with myself. I came back, had a brain injury, my best friend was shot and killed. I didn't know myself at that point.
Like, knows the after effects of combat, knows how it feels to come home. It was really comfortable being here.
They're going to come to class like normal college students, treated like normal people that know how to be like, I can be in college, I am a normal person, and I can live like everybody else lives. If even one of them chose to go to college and study art and has that artist brain to where it saved them, it's totally worth it.
We didn't have the audio on for most of that. No. Well, it is now. But there you go, Mike. You're live.
I'm up and running. DP, what? I don't know if you can tell. I just got my pump on.
I heard it the whole time that I had it.
Oh, you did?
The whole time
Oh.
I had it on.
Cool.
Kyle's a liar.
Yeah, tell Kyle he's a liar.
Who's a liar?
Kyle, tell him.
Kyle's a liar. He's on there?
He's watching.
He just said, "Yo, Big Mike."
Oh, that's Kyle?
Yep.
Mr. 2? Hey, yo. I didn't know that was Kyle, Mr. 2.
Yeah.
Oh, look, awesome ketchup. We already got one of those
Sparks.
Hey, man, come on.
Sorry.
I'm kind of slow sometimes, you know? You just got to give me a little minute there. Hey, check this out. Today I'm going to be doing a little bit of acrylic artwork today with my pens again, like I did on the cigar box. I meant to bring the cigar box and show you what it looked like when I was all finished, but you can check it out. Well, I haven't even posted it yet, so I was going to say that you could check it out on my Instagram, but I'll post it here soon. I did it for my sister, so once she gets the package, then I will post all the pictures. I just didn't want her to see it before she gets it. So this is just a little art book that I've had for a long time. I put a whole bunch of stickers on it. What I got going on here today is instead of using a table, I'm just going to use this. Just helps out. But I just wanted to show you, if you check out my Instagram, it's 610 Big Mike, 610 Big Mike. You'll see that I paint a lot of shoes, and when I do the shoes, the painting part doesn't really seem to be the process that's difficult. I think, people are so anxious to get into that and just grab a marker and just start going to town on their shoes. Where if you just do a little bit of prep work, you can save yourself a lot of time, a whole lot of time. So that's kind of what I wanted to show today. And then I'm also going to do some painting. So I think before I show these shoes, you can kind of see here that I've already done some prep work. I want to show you what it looks like. Well, I guess I should show you right here. So anyways, this is a shoe that I've already prepped, and you can see here that and I've already done some artwork on it and stuff with the pencil. But what I do is I take these microfiber towels and I stuff these down inside here, and what that does is that just gives the canvas here a really stiff, got a stiff platform for painting. And I like to take this last one here and make it into like a little ball and get that in there. That makes the tongue nice and solid as well. You don't really need much for the back. The back is pretty solid itself already, so. Just like that. And you'll see here that I've taped off the lines and stuff like that, and I'll show you how I do all that stuff. That's the very first thing that I do when I'm doing a pair of shoes is I put put those microfiber towels in there to just give it some stiffness. So let me show you here. I got a pair of shoes that brand new ones here. Now I forgot to bring extra towels, so I'm going to use these for now from one of these shoes, since I've already prepped those with artwork and everything. And I'm going to do this shoe here. There's no real accurate way to do it here. I just try to make sure that I put the towels in there so they don't, you can see here, so they don't get any lumps. You don't want to have stuff sticking up. I don't know if you can see that. So you don't want to have lumps in there like that. Anything like that is going to make it difficult for you to draw on. If you're going to freehand draw on the shoe, the canvas shoe. I personally paint on all types of surfaces, so not just a canvas shoe. I paint on leather shoes, not so much suede, I guess. I wouldn't really paint a suede shoe, but so you can see here it's starting to get, it's got a firmness, let's see if I can get that right angle. And you see here how this is still soft right here, but this is all nice and smooth. That's what you want to have, is a nice, flat as possible surface, but just smooth. It's really going to help out with your art transfers, especially if you're doing a transfer. Like that's something that I can show in another video of how I do my art transfers. Sometimes people want some specific things on their shoes, and when it comes to logos and stuff like that, recreating and redrawing somebody's logo to put on a shoe is kind of, it takes a lot of time. So I just make a duplicate and I transfer it onto the shoe, and I'll show you in another video how I do that. So you can see here, another key thing, we are during this COVID-19, keeping your hands clean. You definitely want to have clean hands when you're working with white shoes. I don't know, you can clean stuff off of these shoes with bleach and stuff, but it's just a hassle. So I just try to keep my hands as clean as possible and make sure I'm working in a clean area. So that's how I prep the shoe, and you can see what I said. I just make like a ball, make that one just nice and tight in there. These sides are pretty solid if you were to paint on them. And the back is definitely solid right here, so. Alright, well let me show you how I take these things off. I like to give the shoe just an inspection, just to make sure that everything's good. There's no point in start painting the shoe and then it's falling apart. So. Yep, that's good. Okay, so let me shut this shoe off to the side. These are the tapes that I use. So this tape right here is this is a 1/2 inch fine line automotive tape. I don't know, a vinyl tape. What's up, Brett? Oh man, my phone's dinging like crazy. Where is that? It's in my pocket. Going crazy. Let me turn this off. Alright. What is that, Brett? Is that a taco? It's a taco.
It's Tuesday. Taco Tuesday.
Yeah, it's Taco Tuesday. Spark Taco Tuesday. Nice. Thank you. So yes, this is a fine line tape, a vinyl tape. Kind of like electrical tape. It's got some flex to it and stuff. And then this here is frog tape. I use frog tape because it's better than any painter's tape out there. This stuff sticks to anything. So, yeah, it's awesome. Awesome ketchup. Thank you. Thank you for the sparks. Alright, this is where I start right here. Right here with the, what I'm going to do is I'm going to follow this so hard with white shoes to see in the camera here. Get the right, so right there is fabric, this is rubber. I'm going to go right on the edge there, follow that edge, so we're only painting fabric and we're not painting down here on this rubber. Now you can paint that rubber if you want to. There is a certain kind of paint that you use. I personally use my acrylic paints on it if I do paint it. It's just about how I clear it to make sure that the paint doesn't come off. But you see here, I'm just following around. I hold the tape roll in my hand like here, and I just use my finger, my index finger, to kind of guide it around the shoe, keeping that edge right on the edge of the rubber there. And yeah, it's not a race, you know, just take your time. It's like I said, a lot of the mistakes that people make with art is the prep. You know, there's a lot of prep work that goes into all types of forms of art, and if you really want to preserve your artwork and make it last for a long time, you really need to have good prep work, because that's going to dictate how the finished product looks. Is that Key Ray? Hello, Key Ray. So this here, yep, this is, and you'll see if I put it down and I go, oh, I don't like that. What's nice about this is if you don't stick it too hard, you can go right back, pull it right back up, reposition it, get it right where you want it. And you can see I can go right around the toe, because this tape is flexible. So if you just give it a little bit of a tug on it, it'll turn for you. And you get a nice have forgot to bring my scissors, but I am in a wheelchair, and I do have a little, I don't know what you call it, man purse with a knife. Like MacGyver right here. Alright, then I cut it off right there and just, now, with it done right here, I like to go back and make sure that my lines are right on the edge. That's where I want it, because like I said, when I start painting, if the paint gets down inside there and there's rubber showing, obviously it's going to paint the rubber, and that's not what I want to happen. So I know that I have good lines there, so now I'm going to go back through and I'm going to kind of just apply some pressure. I mean, you're not trying to kill yourself or hurt your fingers or anything. I heard a little saying one time before that pain is pain, so I mean, if it hurts, you probably just don't want to do that anymore. Just press this down right here. Make sure you got good contact. This tape is real good. I purchased this tape on Amazon. It's not like I got it at some specialty shop or anything. It's just called 1/2-inch fine line tape. I guess they base it off of color. The size is off color, so I think 1/4 inch is orange, and I don't even know. So yeah, so that's the first part of taping off the shoe right there. That's when I move into the frog tape. Here I just do little sections. Reason for that is that the tape is on a roll, so when it just naturally wants to roll itself back up. So if you do too big of a piece, it'll want to roll itself back up and stick to itself. Now what I do here, the most important part for me is making sure that the green tape is stuck to the red tape before it's stuck to the shoe. So I just want to have a good contact right there with the red tape, and then I stick it to the shoe. Like I said, just applying a pressure, not enough to, you're not trying to burn a hole in your finger. Just want to have good enough pressure that it doesn't, for any reason, no paint or anything can get down inside there. So I should hit my mom up while I'm over here doing this and say, hey, you need to watch me live and direct, Mom. She's probably just chilling in Hopkinsville with her cats. That's what she does. That's what she does. Oh, my mom's cool. She's a cool mama. She lives up in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. See there, I just made sure that the tape was real good and stuck onto the red tape before going onto the shoe, because just want to have a good solid connection there. That way
Is that Mr. Reed?
huh?
Do you see the gift?
No?
On the video.
On the what?
Oh well. Missed out.
What happened?
I sent you something.
Oh.
Look like Mr. Reed.
Oh, Mr. Reed. Yeah, I had those Mr. Reed shoots last time. That's my pug, old Mr. Reed. He's a character. Definitely definitely keeps me sane at the house during all this COVID stuff going on. He's a hoot. We have a good time. Probably, I wouldn't say, I don't know. It's hard to say like, oh, that's the best dog that I've ever owned in my life, but I guess right now he's the best dog I've ever owned in my life. What's up? Awesome Ketchup sent a gift worth 1,000. Thank you, Awesome Ketchup.
It didn't show though.
Weird. Maybe that's him, I think.
Did it show on my screen?
I can't tell you how many times I've taped my beard in the shoe. It's a good thing I don't send these shoes back to people with the tape on it, or it'd have a little bit of my DNA with it too. But yeah, I've taped my beard in the tape a few times. Now that there, I just got lucky. That piece went all the way around and connected. But usually I try to measure that out so that I'm not wasting tape. Not saying that this tape is pricey, but it does cost money. So, but there again, it's all taped off, and there we go. So that shoe's, I mean, 95% prepped right there. I mean, all that needs to go on there is the artwork. These shoes I'll be doing for, glad I didn't say it, because if they're watching or they watch this video later, then the surprise will be spoiled. So these are for someone. But these are size 30. Yep. One shoe is a 30 and the other one's a 31. This person is weird. Anyways, I'm going to take these towels out from this one so I can prep the other shoe. Did you paint over the shoe? Paint over what shoe? Or paint over this? Did I put a coating on it? No. You can put a gesso if you wanted to. Yes, it is naturally white. Yeah, so it's a canvas shoe. This is Vans. They make a canvas shoe. There's many brands out there that have just a canvas shoe. A black canvas. They have white, like a denim. Same thing. But on the shoes themselves, some people put a prep solution on there. I personally don't. I like the canvas. I think if you put like a gesso or something like that, yeah, makes it stiff. Now they have a softener company. This company right here, Angelus. They make a softener that goes on a fabric softener that you put on there before you paint. But I just think that the paints fare well just on the canvas itself, and then when you put the protectant, I've never heard anybody say, oh, the shoe's bleeding or anything like that. So it doesn't look like a van, it looks like a shoe. It's Vans. It's more than one. So nope, it's not a van. It's more than one van. It's Vans. Her strawberry. Hi. Hey, say hello. What's up? Oh man, I should tell you about my balls. Seriously, this is pretty cool. So, these are my balls. tennis balls. Um, there's a story behind this. You can see these are autographed. By whom, you ask? They're by me. I've autographed these balls here. The reason why is I really, really enjoy wheelchair tennis, and I've been playing for some time now, almost a year, and I feel like that's my new passion. That's where I'm gonna go in life. Is just try to make it as a tennis player. So, with that said, I got these tennis balls, and these are older ones that I've been practicing with. They're kind of, in the tennis world, they're called dead balls. They're soft, dead balls. Go figure. Anyways, I've signed these balls and I'm giving them away to friends and family, so that when I do make it, and I'm at the Olympics or something like that, and you see me there, and you're like, oh, can I have your autograph? I'll be like, didn't I give you my autograph about 2 years ago on a nice little tennis ball? So, if you get one of these, you might want to hold on to it. And I will just say right now that if you direct message me on my Instagram account, 610 Big Mike, 610 Big Mike, if you direct message me and send me a picture of some art that you've done recently today, I will we'll figure it out, and I'll find a way that I can send you one of these custom tennis balls. Autographed tennis ball, Big Mike. He'll be famous one day. You put Biz Mike? It's not Biz Mike, it's Big Mike. But I like Biz Mike, that's pretty cool. Cool.
That's why they thought it was golf balls. Probably because you're ginormous. That
No.
person, strawberry.
Oh. Golf balls, yeah.
Did you tell how big you are?
Yeah, 6'10", Big Mike.
You know what that means.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never met anybody bigger than me in a wheelchair, that's for sure. Now, one time I was in Las Vegas. My wife and I were in Las Vegas, and I saw this person standing in line to get on this roller coaster in the I don't know what hotel we were, but it had a roller coaster. So anyways, we're standing in line, and I'm like, man, look at the size of this dude. It's got to be 7'10", you know? I mean, it's like 8 foot tall dude. And it turns around, it's a female. She plays for the WNBA. Can't remember her name, but I kept saying it in line like 5 times. Like, man, this dude is huge. She was huge. Tall. I shouldn't say huge. She was tall. Real tall. But if the wind picked up, she'd probably fall right over. She's pretty lanky. I used to be hella lanky. In high school and in junior high and stuff, I was real skinny. I think I was real skinny when I joined the Marines too. I was like 160 pounds, skin and bones. That's it. New York hotel in Vegas. Yeah, you know which one I'm talking. You've been on that coaster. You know which one I'm talking about, Kyle. The one that goes up and down, around and around the Statue of Liberty. See, I didn't want to say all that stuff because I didn't know which one it was. Awesome ketchup, thank you. Rock on, stars. Somebody said that they have I mean, I haven't been to Vegas in some years. Well, I guess it's been probably like 10 years since I've been, but when I went, we went for like a family thing. I think it was my in-laws' 50-year wedding anniversary. Maybe it was 5 years ago, I'm not really sure. But I heard that they have a roller coaster on top of that Tower Hotel, whatever that one's called. All I know is it's way up in the air, and there's no way I'm riding that thing. So check it out. Here it is. I did it again. Like I said, just trying to get all the lumps out of there so you can just have a nice smooth surface. And I know that I'm not prepping right now. It's just I like to show how this would be prepped. You know, I'd leave those, you know, obviously this one still have the towels in there as well. But I just like to show the process of doing it. So there we go. We'll tape it off again. I always start from the left side of the shoe. It's just, I guess because I'm right-handed, I like to go around. Here's that part I was telling you. I pull on the tape a little bit, kind of stretch it out, and it allows me to go around these curves real nice. But then when I get back into the straightaway, kind of loosen up on the tension there and just let the tape kind of fall. That way you don't have to press as hard. Now I will tell you, before I did this, before I bought this fine line tape, and this is just something I saw somebody doing on the internet, so I used to just take the masking tape and do the same thing. It's just a little bit more difficult. That masking tape doesn't like to turn around corners. But it's pretty easy with this tape. It just cruises right along. If you're just checking us out, we're doing live shows, what word am I looking for here? Brain fart. We're doing live art for CreatiVets, and you can check us out on here each day doing a live videos. What did Garrett do yesterday? Ink?
I'll do Ink tomorrow. Ink 2.
Yeah, Ink 1, Ink 2. He draws these characters, really awesome characters. Black ties, white suits. When is Garrett coming on? And did we have something coming on today too? After me?
We sure do, right here.
So you can check us out, CreatiVets. Is it creativevets.org and then live?
Yep.
And then, you know, if you're watching us on YouTube, it's CreatiVets Live. If you type in just CreatiVets Live, it'll come up right away.
There's all the past episodes.
There's all the past episodes there you can see of different classes and stuff that we've had. What was Luke's called? What did it say?
Lockdown workout.
Lockdown workout. I like that. That's a good name. Jeez, lockdown workout. Could probably hold on to that even after the lockdown, you know. Kind of got a nice ring to it. Hey, you going out this weekend? Nah, sorry, I'm on lockdown workout. My bad. Got into some Krispy Kremes earlier and just...
I did eat a Krispy Kreme earlier.
Did you?
Walmart Krispy Kreme. That was good. Yeah, they pre-box it.
You were at Walmart.
Yep.
Did you wear a mask?
No.
Oh my gosh.
I see people wearing them now.
Oh, did you see that? Rick has a title for his stream on for today.
have some of those masks with a charcoal filter in the front. And from what I understand, they're going for like a couple $100 or $100 or so. I don't even know. They're going for like $100 online. Because people are trying to find these things. Just the same little white mask, but it's got a little charcoal filter thing on the front. Somebody said they were going for $100 or $80 or something. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I got them like $3 at Harbor Freight. So, whatever. People are getting crazy out there. People getting crazy. Huh? I thought he was talking to me. I thought somebody was talking to me.
Like
Me-
Timmy and Tim just called him. Tim Fagan.
Who?
You don't know Tim Fagan?
Who that?
I don't think you've met him before.
Nah, I don't. I would recognize the name. It's not like you meet a Tim every day. You know? Timmy. Yeah, I think I threw my back was out last week when I was on here. Sure was. I threw my back out. I'm not sure what I did. I got a TENS machine on right now. Man, it is hurting. But it's a good opportunity for me to get a lot of artwork done because I can't be out on the tennis court. And even if I could, I'd probably just mess myself up more because I'd rather be out on the court than sitting in my garage. But I enjoy painting and stuff, so I'm glad I'm able to get some art projects done that I've been procrastinating on. And I'm able to show. Now here's a little, this is what I was talking about. See, I got a little section here. It's like 3 inches. There's no point pulling off a whole bunch of tape. I just kind of, boom. That way I'm not wasting all this tape. Stuff can get expensive. Or again, like I said, it's not really that expensive. It's just, it's money. It costs money, so. It's like toilet paper. You know? Doesn't seem like it's worth much at first, but then, man, when everything goes crazy, it's the most expensive thing in the world. All right. Look at that right there. That's a good looking shoe. Boom. Dunskies. All right. Well, that was just the prep of these shoes. That's what I do. I mean, there's nothing to it. Nothing to it but to do it. But I'm going to put these back. And let me see what shoes I have here. Okay. I want to make sure that I do this shoe. And not this one. Get myself confused. Start mixing up shoes and sizes and everything. Alright, so here's a shoe I have prepped. Towels are falling out. Definitely want to make sure these towels are in there nice and tight, especially for when you're getting ready to start your artwork. You know? So you can see here, I did a little pencil artwork. These are for a friend who's asked for some custom shoes. I take it that they're a Raiders fan, so I don't know how much of a Raiders fan they are. This is a design that I saw on the internet, and then I kind of just modified it to look the way I wanted it. And it's got California and the state of Nevada outlined with the 3 locations of the Raiders franchise has been at. And then on the back here, hard to see with these white shoes. Let's see if I can get some shadow on there. Just says RN. So, Raider Nation. So, anyways, not much of a color palette today. Got my markers here, just like before. Posca, that's what I prefer to use. It's my go-to marker. But you see my color palette here. Grays, white, silver, black. That's about it. That's all I brought. Grays, white, silver, black. So, and then of course I brought my trusty little dot book. You know, that's where I get everything started. When I'm doing white, I prefer to have a black surface or something like this. So you can see I have a lot of white on here, not so much the inside, just because I like to see my white pen, the ink, clearly. So I'm going to put this right here. And all right, let's get started. So I am going to start with silver. I usually like to start, I usually save black for last. Because I just think it makes the whole artwork pop when you save black for last. So, alright. So like I said, I like to go directly to the shoe. I mean, I don't think that you need to do any crazy prepping with a canvas shoe. And some may say differently, but that's just how I do it. I've had plenty of success doing so. The graphite from the from the pencil, kind of holds the ink in there from spreading. Just depends on how much pressure you're applying and how much ink you're putting down. Alright. It's looking pretty snazzy here. See that silver coming in right there. The silver's super bright on here. I'm sure it's going to look amazing in the sun. The reflection off this is just going to be awesome. Hopefully this person will be wearing these out. You know, some people request some shoes from me, and I don't believe they wear them. I think they just kind of, you know, figure them as an art piece and just want to kind of share them with people, I guess, or display them. Those shoes that I showed last week, my wife and I are going to get a display case for those and display those. All right. So, just trying to figure out what I want to do here, because I definitely don't want to have silver on silver, but I'm thinking about these swords, and I can separate that with a good portion of black, so I'm going for it. What this shows here, this picture shows, is the Raider symbol, and then you have Oakland, Los Angeles, and Las Vegas, and then the outlines of Nevada and California. So, pretty cool design. Digging it. Oh yeah. These are looking good. Garrett mentioned something yesterday on his video of where you place your hand. Same here. You can touch your artwork, and I'm gonna do it real quick. See, I just picked up a whole bunch of silver on my thumb. Can you see it here? Got to be real careful on where your hand placement is when you're painting, because you can mess it all up. Now, here again, this is a 3 mil marker. I have 5, and then I have point. So this is a 5 mil. This is a 3 mil. See the marker sizes a little different there. This is what the tip of a 5 mil looks like versus the 3. So let's see here. Three, 5. Getting those finer lines in there. I thought I had a micro silver with me, but it doesn't look like I brought one. So I'm gonna have to work with this 3. I want to do these stars right here. I'm going to do these stars silver as well. I think after I do these stars, I'm going to shoot my mom a quick text and tell her, hey, are you watching me live? She's fresh in my mind. Let's shoot her a text and say, hey, Mom, we're live. Get it right here. Hey, Mom, I'm live on CreatiVets. Live on YouTube. Go on YouTube and check me out. And Facebook.
She can talk to you on there.
You can chat with me on Facebook if you go to CreatiVets Live. All right, let's see if she joins. So I got this basically done right here with the silver. I mean, there's not a whole lot of silver going on the front of this shoe here. So And this one's just, I mean, like I said, there's basic colors to this, 3 basic colors. I may add in, like I said, I brought some slate gray, and the other one's just called gray. So slate gray and gray. I may use those. I may not. I think I'm going straight into the black because I really want to focus on these letters. So what I'll do is I'm probably going to go into those with my fine line. This is my fine line. Let's see if I can put it. It needs a white background so you can see it. There you go. See the tip on that thing? It's real fine. So this is the fine line black. Let's see if I can show you. That's fine line. All right, I'd like to do a little check, make sure. Nope, that's not dry. Nope, that's not dry. Nope, that's not dry. Then we can flip the shoe around and start on it upside down, which is right side up for you. Alright. Like I said before, I like to just take my time. I mean, if sometimes it feels like you're going nowhere because it's like the part that you're filling in is taking forever. But if you just take your time, when you're done filling it in, I'm telling you, the amount of time that you took doing it slow will definitely pay off when you see how detailed it is. And that's what I like to have. And some, a lot of my paintings, I like to have a lot of detail in them because it just shows that you took your time. I'm not knocking anyone's artwork at all. There's all different types of art form out there. But I really admire the ones that it takes time, shows a lot of passion in your art when you're taking your time and see, there's the R. Doesn't look like much right now, but as it comes across, it's going to look pretty good. I've had a habit for I don't know how long since I've been drawing. I lick my bottom lip. I don't know why, but I stick it out there and start making all these crazy faces. And my wife has called me out on it a couple times. She's like, "You're making that crazy face again." I said, "I know. I get into it sometimes. I got my tongue out. Surprised it's not, my lips not all bright red and stuff or something. Chapped." Here we go. Just like I said, just taking your time and trying to keep a steady hand. I kick my pinky out like this. See my pinky? I just use it as as a guide to kind of help me out so I can make some straight lines. I tattooed for many years. Thank you, brother, for the sparks. Appreciate you. Yeah, tattooed for many years, but just as my injury progressed, the nerve damage progressed, I seemed to shake a lot more. And I couldn't have control over the pedal with my legs. I wasn't able to run the pedal with my feet anymore. You know, I just kind of the passion for tattooing left, but my passion for my artwork never left, and I just focused more on painting. And yeah, I really enjoy it. I really enjoy painting. I enjoy doing artwork for friends and family and just anyone alike. Sometimes I do like a natural pause too when I'm trying to make a straight line, because I feel like if I'm just kind of like holding my, not necessarily holding my breath, but just that natural pause of when you take a breath in and take a breath out, that little couple seconds before. I mean, if you're just taking some really slow breaths, that little pause in there really helps me out when I'm painting. I like to find that and utilize that pause in my breathing. I also like to breathe when I'm doing my artwork, because I sit in a wheelchair. I like to breathe and push my stomach towards my spine and kind of just give myself a these are not my breathing techniques. These are something that I learned, but they definitely help. They help me daily. All right, we got raid. It's looking pretty good. One of my favorite things to paint is letters, but I like coming up with my own different styles of fonts. I love when people go, "Oh my gosh, that is such a cool font. Where'd you get that?" From my brain. I pulled it out of my mind. Somehow. I don't know how. I like coming up with new stuff. Oh. Little back stretch there. Sheesh. I should have brought a heating pad and a blanket and a pillow. The next class I'm going to give from the prone position. I come to you live from my bed right here with my back blown out. If that's the case, I'll do it. I don't care. I love art that much. for my mom. Maybe she's still sleeping. It's 11 o'clock. I hope she's not sleeping. There we go. Now, the thing about doing logos, which I find difficult, is boy, if you make a couple lines that you think it should be, the way you think it should be, man, you can really mess a logo up. So, unfortunately, when you're doing logos and stuff for people, however it's made, that's how you need to make it, even if you don't agree with it. But ultimately, it's based off the client, what the client wants. When it comes to a lot of my artwork, I can't say that I've painted much for myself lately. I used to paint a lot of pictures and just hang them up, but lately I've just been commissioned to do a lot of different art pieces, and I'm glad, thankful for the business. If you would like to get something done from me, you can go to my Instagram, 610 Big Mike, and I will direct message me, and I would gladly love to paint something for you on something. I paint on all different types of surfaces, so it doesn't just have to be a pair of shoes or a canvas. It can be anything you like. There it is, says Raiders. I like to do a lot of stuff for the holidays and stuff for people. I think I am going to put a little bit of gray on these handles. I think that's going to really draw it out. I think that'll draw out the handles really nice. And then when I add black to them, it'll really make them look good. The handles of the swords here. Sometimes when you're doing handles, I don't know if you can see that, but there's the indentions for the fingers. If you just put a dot, pool, dot, pool, dot, pool, dot, pool, then you make little arches. It makes perfect grip in there. Shows like a little. Let's see here. There we go. Can't say I've ever made a mistake painting. And that's being honest. I don't feel like I have time to make mistakes, you know? It's like, what's a mistake? I get frustrated for nothing. It's a great thing about the acrylic paints is that if you just give it a minute to dry, it'll be ready to go. Just a few minutes. What was that? It said Timmy Comeback sent some stuff. Oh, that's cool. Oh, appreciate that. Oh, right on, Nick. I'm glad to see you on here. It's good to see you, bro. I'm over here working on these shoes. I'm glad you're able to chime in for a little bit. Have a good feeling I know what you're doing. Artwork as well. Up there in Minnesota. I got a good friend that's on here. He's from Minnesota. Minnesota. I don't even know.
That's Michigan.
What do you say?
Anton's Michigan, right?
Yeah, Michigan. Yeah.
Oh, there's Anton right there. Speak of the devil.
Look at that. Anton we were just saying, oh, is that Michigan? Or is that, oh, no, Anton's from Michigan. There's Anton right there. What's up, dude? Paint some shoes, man. Trying to make a difference, man. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're staying safe and staying busy. I'm just trying to make a difference for veterans' lives. I think I'm gonna go into the black and on the black outline, and I use the fine line for the black outline, and then I'll come back through if I need to thicken anything up. So. Nice. I just got a spark. I don't know who it's from though. It's a big old piece of pizza. It's in the shoe. Look, pizza shoe. Oh man, it was in the shoe. It was awesome. Awesome catch up. Thank you for the spark there. You're the one that sent the pizza. Thank you again. And now I got a bear. I believe it looks like a panda. Panda. Isn't there a song called Panda? I believe so. See if you see this.
Is it in the stream chat?
Oh, yeah, it's something.
Where?
How did it pop up? We're still trying to fix that.
Oh, it's on the little tiny thing. I see right there. It says Brett Fire sent a GIF.
But did it show a GIF?
No.
Oh, okay.
It just shows on
It
on
just-
screen. It doesn't show on your screen.
It shows like a little up in the top corner. Little writing. All right.
He was just saying it was the next step.
Yeah, these ones are real simple. These shoes are nothing to this. You know, anyone could do this right here. All I did was draw this on here. Now I'm just coloring. You know? Go grab a pair of old shoes from your closet and start tearing it up. You know? You're gonna tell me you don't have a pair of old shoes that you can't just paint on. It doesn't even have to be canvas. Grab a bunch of Sharpies. Grab one Sharpie. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do on my next video. I'm going to do just Sharpie only. Sharpie art. I've done a few of those before. Old friend of mine let me Sharpie his whole motorcycle one time. He's just sitting in his garage like, I don't ride that much. I'm like, what? It was all white. It had a Michael Jordan sticker on the side of it. And he's like, yeah, I don't really ride that much. I said, oh, you want me to do some, I mean, I could do that too. I could do a class on some wheelie shoes. What size shoe are you, Anton? I'll do you some wheelie shoes. That would be pretty cool. Do some wheelie shoes. My buddy Anton has Willie Nelson's autograph. I believe it's on his forearm or something like that. Forearm or forehead, one of the two. But he had it tattooed on there immediately after the show. After he got the signature. Size 12. You got it, bro. I'll put it in my Rolodex right now. Size 12, Willie Nelson shoes. We're gonna make it happen. Laces or no laces? Probably no laces would be the best. That way you have more canvas. Yep. You know what, man? I'll make it happen. I've seen some videos recently of Michigan up there. It is beautiful right now. Now, I probably shouldn't be using this fine line to fill this in, but I didn't feel like switching markers. I made it happen. Booyah! You know? So, I'm not doing anything crazy here. I'm just following the lines. I'll go back through and thicken some stuff up later on. Thicken where I need to. But this is just to get the basic thin lines out there. If you ever see bleeding in your artwork when you're working on canvas, that's definitely due to not prepping the canvas. But like I said, with these shoes, I've never really had to do much prep. Now other things like canvas, actual canvas. Stop the bleeding. Stop the bleeding. Actual canvas, I've had to prep it with some gesso or something like that based on what type of painting I'm doing. But nothing too much here. But see, like, I'm jumping ahead of myself. I'm starting to do all this extra little stuff. Let me just keep my lines going here. Behind these stars, I want to put little shields. To I think I'll do the shield in like a slate gray or something like that to give it a little different contrast. There we go. Looking good. Looking groovy. Ah, there goes my back again. Nose laces will look nice. Yeah, I believe so too. Give it a lot more area to work with. All right. Sometimes things get quiet. What happened? Wonder if those guys outside doing construction let me drive their tractor. Like if I just go up there and say, hey, can I drive that tractor real quick? I'm a disabled veteran. This is my dream to drive a tractor. And then they let me drive it. I crash it right inside the building. Think they made me pay for it? Oh, he's a disabled veteran. Must be lunchtime. Everybody's leaving. I heard that they're closing all the state parks on the 14th.
But they already closed them all.
Nope. Like on the 14th, if I would have known that they were still open, I'd have been out there partying. You know, but they're closing them on the 14th, I guess. I wanted to go kayaking. But I guess you're not allowed to do that either. Just gotta stay at home. Well, if you gotta stay at home, you might as well watch me do some artwork, huh? Ha ha ha! Oh yeah. Hey, I wonder what the... Do you know what the Raiders guy's name is? The logo? Do you know what his name is?
We can find out. Scully?
Scully?
I have no idea.
Think his name's Scully? Yeah, what's up, Scully? Yeah. He's got an old pirate name. He's got an eye patch. I bet you it is Scully. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. You figure all these logos, everybody's got to have a name, right? All these different, like the cereal brands, all those different characters on there, they all have names. It's just most people don't know what their names are. Old Scully here. I'm gonna call him Scully. His new name. People be like, "You're a Raiders fan?" I'll be like, "Yeah." Oh, Scully. They'll be like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Ha! You call yourself a Raiders fan." Cool, man. Yeah, give me a call anytime. I'll be home later. Just trying to do this face now. Give it this. Like I said, when you're doing a logo or something, it's like you want to make it better. Oh, I think it looks better like this. Well, better be careful what you do, because put some lines somewhere where they're not supposed to be, and it doesn't look like the logo anymore. Like Scully here. That's the challenge. Let's see if we can find out what this guy's name is from the Raiders. He is wearing one of those old leather helmets that they used to wear back in the day. So I bet you this was like a player. They're like, man, he took a good one. We need to just make him the logo. I mean, anyone would take a hit like that. And then they started chanting, "Scully, Scully." Before you knew it, franchise put him right on the helmet, right on the logo. I'm actually not even, I don't even want to know what his name is really now. I just want to call him Scully for the rest of my life. Just fixing the interstate by my house. Last night they were doing the blasting so they can break up this rock and move it out of the way. I thought it was combat zone all over again. I came out of the bed pretty quick. So fast that I realized that I can't walk. And I missed my wheelchair by about 4 feet. So I was just laying on the ground. The cool thing was that I was able to get back up into bed before my wife even noticed. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was just getting a drink of water." That's exactly what I told her to. Just getting a drink of water. Now she knows the truth. If she's watching. You watching, babe?
Did your mom ever get on?
Huh?
Did your mom ever get on and start watching?
No, my mom didn't even return my text. She's like, "Oh my gosh. My son just put me on blast on the internet." Richard?
Oh, did you know that? Oh, what's that?
Nothing. Were you digging for gold up there? Looked like it.
Military's switching from brass. Can you believe that?
They're what?
The Marine Corps and Army are transitioning out of brass for ammunition.
Really?
Not right now, but they've invested in it. They're looking into it.
To what?
So polyurethane.
Polyurethane.
I'll show you.
I'm allergic to my bullets. I'm allergic to polyurethane.
Or polymer. Look at that.
Oh, polymer.
Polymer.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
See the title?
But then that's gonna... Those rounds are just gonna be like extra trash. You know, like
They're trying to reduce
hypodermic needles and stuff like that. You know, it's just... You're gonna be like, I tell the soldiers have been over here. You can see all their casings everywhere. You know, with brass, you can pick it up and reload it. Can they reload those?
I'm not sure.
Probably not.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's the big GOV doing something. Weren't those 1 rounds polymer sim rounds?
I think the tips were, not the actual. Those are still brass shells.
Yeah, that's right, they were.
Just the tips were there.
Huh.
I get it.
I know.
Yep. I'm still doing this fine line here. Like I said, I don't rush on any of these shoes. With the shoes, I kind of look at them as like a tattoo. I mean, if I just start scribbling all over, it's gonna take a long time to fix that. You know, not saying that it's gonna be messed up, but it would take a long time for it to dry, and then I'd have to go back over it and redo a whole bunch of artwork, and I just want to get it right the first time. So I just take my time. And people say, why do they shoes take you so long to paint sometimes? And it's like, just get it done the first time right. So I don't have to sit here and go over my lines constantly. Coming along. Starting to turn into something. It's actually starting to look like the Raiders. What's his name again? Dang it, I already forgot his name. How can we have his name? We already forget his name. What did I say his name was? The one-eyed guy. If anybody's watching. What was his name? Seth, what's up, dude? It's good to see you on here, man. Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. Are you guys still doing your move? Are you getting ready to move soon? It's cool, man. You'll be closer. Be able to hang out. Get a little bit of this slate gray going here. Let's see if I can't tuck this in back here. There we go. I was trying to make like a shield behind these stars, kind of give it like a little, the Raider shield. Timeline is about mid-June. Cool, man. That's awesome. Really looking forward to it, man. Not that I'm a tremendous amount of help in a wheelchair, but man, you need anything from me and I'll be there. Just send out the word, like a symbol, like a call. Just send out the call. I believe it's caw, caw, but I'm not sure. Isn't it about time for the military to change their uniforms again? Get another pattern. It's usually how it goes, right? Every couple of years we get a different pattern. Looking snazzy. I mean, if I was a Raiders fan, I might wear these. Can't really say I'm a fan of football, period. I watched the Rams because that's what my dad watched. But not really much of a football guy. Cool. Now I'm just going to do the outline of the states. I want to do that in a little bit thicker black. Probably go to a 3 mil. 3 mil. Here, where's it? We gotta get over. There we go. 3 mil. The other one was a fine line. Look, I'll show you the difference. Fine line, 3 mil. We're moving up. Moving up in the world. Here I'm just outlining the states. Oh, California. I spent a lot of time in California. I guess you could say I was raised in California. Born in Texas, raised in California. I really liked California. Alright, looks like we got some ballers. Oh, thanks for the sparks. Awesome. Thanks, man. Really, I mean, I'm really working on these. Just, you know, a little something here. Yeah, Cali was fun, man. You see some weird stuff in California, you know? You're like, it's a whole different, I like to think of it as a whole different world. Because, I mean, the people that you meet, and I would never say anything bad about California. It's not, there's nothing bad. It's just, if you're not open-minded to the things that you may see in California, it's going to be culture shock to you. Because we saw some stuff, did we not, Seth? I mean, we saw some pretty crazy stuff. But in all good fun. And what we're talking about here, for the other folks that are on here, is I got a good friend of mine, Seth, that's on here with me, and he and I got to go to a CreatiVets art program at USC, California, and it was a 2-week art program where we got to do graphic design and ceramics, and we had a really awesome time out there. CreatiVets really took care of us and helped us be able to tell our story through another form of art, and it was awesome. What'd you say, Seth? Joke of the day. Yeah, man, I used to have the GOD all the time. That's right, huh? Joke of the day. I don't know of a joke today. I have to think about it for a minute, you know? Kind of got to be a little bit, you know. Some of my jokes aren't always the cleanest. But I'll think of a joke. It's putting in my borderlines. California, Nevada borderlines. You know, you don't want to cross lines here. Get in trouble with the feds, the federales. I'm just doing a little bit of highlighting here just to give this some depth. Sometimes just the thickness of the lines will change the whole painting. That's something that I had to learn early on too in my artwork, was that I was noticing that all my artwork was, the dimension of it was just looking the same. I was like, why is it all the same? It's because I was never using any different thickness of lines. Oh, Johnny's on here. Hey, Johnny, what's up? Johnny and Heidi. Cool.
You know Johnny Wilford?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Johnny.
They just played an anthem for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They just played an anthem for us. For the Writers' Round. A couple weeks ago. What's up, friends? The whole gang is here. Awesome catch up. Thank you. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who's looking at lower thighs here? Gee, I need to cover. Jeez, man. Come on now. Cover up my knees. In the summertime, I get tan knees. Ha! Tan knees. It's the only part of my whole body that tans. My knees. Alright. I'm liking the looks of this. But I think what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of... I just don't want there to be so much white on here because the sole of the shoe is white too, so... Oh! That was, what is it? Kneecaps is hot. That was Heidi, I swear. Sure. Sure it was. So here we go. I'm going to put a little bit of gray around this, and this is really going to bring out those states. It'll let people know that we're representing the... Is it... What is it now? I believe it's the Las Vegas Raiders, but I'm not sure. I don't know when that takes place. Yeah. Please, if you have anything that you want me to do, any types of shoes, any type of artwork that you want me to do for you, I love doing artwork, like I said, for friends and family and everyone alike. Send me your stuff. The only way it's going to get painted is if you get it to me. But please, Johnny, I know you were talking about wanting some stuff. Please, man, get it to me. I would love to paint something for you guys. Guitar cases, shoes. It does not matter. Canvas, anything you want, I'll do it. check me out, 610 Big Mike. That's my Instagram, 610 Big Mike, and you'll see the type of stuff I do, and I love sharing my artwork with everyone. Now, unfortunately, sometimes I get people that say, well, can you put this and this and this and this? And I go, yep. And they go, well, like in this style and this and this and this. And I go, unfortunately, I'm an artist. I just have a style of my own. So if you like my style, I'd love to do an art piece for you. And if you just want to follow me and support my artwork, I would love that too. All right. Hey, thank you for the taco. Taco Tuesday. Loving tacos. Awesome ketchup. I don't even know what that is. What is that right there? It looks like put a little bit of salt on it. Yeah, there you go. I need to learn how to stream from my place. I'm streaming from somewhere else right now, but I've got some really cool artwork at my house hanging up. It's just I don't know how to do all this computer stuff, so I have to come hang out with some people that do. But I would love to paint something, yeah, and put it in the background for the stream. That'd be so awesome. Yep. I would love to do that. I think here before too long, I'm going to try to paint up some. Been wanting to paint some really good, some high dollar shoes. So I want to get some, like, shoes for men or something. Maybe some red bottom Louis Vuittons or something like that, and just paint some real high dollar shoes and put them on display. I don't know. See what's happening. Streaming is addicting. I just do this for the veterans. I just want to make sure that my brothers and sisters out there that are struggling at home, and especially in this time when we can't get out and enjoy the finer things that in life that we took advantage, that we take advantage of now that we're having to stay in our homes and stuff. I just want my fellow veterans to know that we're all going through this together, and I support everybody 100%. And oh, thank you for the paper. We always need toilet paper. Thanks, Kyle. But I want to be able to help these guys out, and know that they have somewhere to turn to. I'm just I'm a disabled veteran in a wheelchair, just trying to help out my brothers and sisters, and anyone I can alike. I love people, and I love being around people who are happy and feel good about themselves, and I love sharing my gifts with people. I love being able to paint for people and seeing their reactions when they get my artwork, and I also love knowing that maybe my artwork, streaming these videos or something, maybe in that aspect somebody said, hey, watching your videos and help me get out of my funk, and I was able to like I said, pull an old pair of shoes out of your closet and start throwing some paint on them, And it doesn't have to be these fancy paint markers and all that stuff. You go get. So look, here's an idea I had. I thought one time that I was just gonna get a room. I might just go buy one of those shed barn things or whatever that you see on the side of the road, and just get one of those things and go inside there and paint all the walls white or black, and then get some tennis balls and dip them in paint and put on painter suits and just go in there and start throwing tennis balls all over the place. How cool would that room look when you're all done, you know? Oh, speaking of tennis balls, for everybody that wasn't on here earlier, I got something I want to show you. Here, tennis balls. So if you know me, I really enjoy the game of tennis. I've been playing wheelchair tennis now for about a year, and I'm definitely going to pursue the game. I want to make it to the Olympics one day. So what I'm doing is all my practice balls that I practice with and I'm done with, they call them dead balls. They're kind of squishy. I'm signing them. I'm putting my autograph on them, and I'm giving them to friends and family. No cost or anything. I'm just giving these away. But I would gladly give you one. All you have to do is direct message me on Instagram, 610 Big Mike. Direct message me. I will get you one of these tennis balls. The reason why I'm doing this is when I make it to the Olympics or something, or make it famous, and all my friends and family come up and go, hey, can I get one of those tennis balls? Or can I get your autograph? I'll go, hey man, didn't I give it to you like 2 years ago? So I'm prepping for my fame. It's fame prep. That's all I'm doing. It's fame prepping. You know? My wrist is going to be sore from signing all the autographs of people that don't have my autograph. You'll already have it right here in this amazing tennis ball. So hit me up. And if I see you, ask me about a tennis ball. I probably have about 10 of them in my truck right now, signed, ready to hand out. So, all right, that's what these are for. Tennis balls. Back to the shoes. Back to the shoes. So these are looking pretty cool. I like the gray contrast in the background right here. Really breaks up all that black and that white. You can see the state of Nevada now. You can see California. I'm really liking it. This is cool.
Yeah, I tell you what, this gets passed, we're all getting in there and getting settled, get the signings up and all that stuff, and start going to get this thing. Yeah, maybe we
Big Mike is already famous. I don't know. I don't know. Famous in my head, maybe. I don't know about that. But I can't say I'll ever be famous. But if by chance I make it in the tennis world, I just want everybody and my friends and family to know that I was thinking about you prior to me making it big. And I'm not saying I won't sign an autograph for you, but wouldn't it be so cool to know that you have a tennis ball for me with my autograph on it and the story that goes behind it? I think that means more. I like stories. I like stories that have meaning behind them like that. It's too easy for us in our daily lives to create stories with our family and our friends and our kids and our loved ones. You can just create a story every day. Gray. I used to sign all my paintings with gray. Huh. You know some people that know me that I don't know that know me? It's probably the feds. You probably know some feds and they're like, yeah, we know that Big Mike guy. We've heard of him. Probably look me up in the database or something. Big Mike. Probably in the dictionary by now. Big Mike. Sasquatch looking fella. Rolls around in chair. Known hangouts, In-N-Out Burger, 31 flavor, Baskin Robbins. Dayford, nice to meet you too. Oh, look at that. That's so nice. Your mom's on here. That's nice. I know. What if we? Oh, if I could have been quarantined at Camp Southern Ground, I'd be in heaven. But I have to have my wife there with me, because if she can't be there with me, then no. But I would love it. That'd be like my dream quarantine. Dream quarantine. You got a dream quarantine? Yes. Camp Southern Ground. Okay, I know Brent King. I know what you're talking about now. All right. Oh, you know Frankie too. Okay, all right, all right. So you know a few people that know me. I got you. That's cool, Seth. That just means that we're hanging out with good people, good like-minded people. You know, like I said, I get along with everyone. I love people. I love interacting with people. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for liking my shoes, and you have you have awesome kids. They are they're amazing. Um, Johnny and Heidi are just amazing people, and how they help out with the veteran community and CreatiVets, and giving back their sharing their gifts with the veterans, and it's just amazing. I, I'm very thankful that I'm able to call them my friends. All right, man. These are looking slick right here. If I knew what, I think I wore this size shoe at one point. I don't know what size it is though. I think these are eights. But there's not much to that one right there. That's the front of the shoe, and that's pretty much complete as far as the front of the shoe there. Now, um, me being a perfectionist, I see a whole bunch of like little underside right here, but these are all little touch-up things that I look at my artwork and I could touch it up 1,000 times, and I'm like, oh no, look at that spot. Oh gosh, that needs to be bigger, and that line's not right. But like I said, I mean, it's your art. You do what you want to. Whatever makes you feel good. Um, my, this is my true belief that there's not one person out there that can't do art. People say I can't draw. Oh, I can't draw. I can't. Okay, cool. You can't draw. Got it. But everyone can do art. Everyone. Because art is just a form of expression of yourself. It's not about what you do to compare to somebody else. You know. Um, and it goes along all forms of art. You know. There's all types of forms of art, and I don't think any one person is a perfect in that form of art, you know. Even songwriting, like, you know, Johnny and Heidi can probably attest to this, that there's some songs out there. I heard a song, and I can't remember who it's by. Johnny and Heidi might know this gentleman's name, but he wrote a song that's just like one. It's like one verse, the whole song, like 80 miles outside of Santa Fe by a lake or something like that, and the whole song is just one word, like one sentence, and it sounds really good, you know. So it's just about your form of expression, how you want to make your art, you know. I'm gonna I usually go about 2 hours, but I'm gonna go just a little bit longer. I want to finish this shoe with you guys, so I'm going to I'm gonna line out this here. It's so hard to see off the back here. I don't know why. It's just so bright. I'm trying to get the right angle. Burp. Anyways, there's an R and an N right here. I'm gonna line these out real quick and fill that in. But if you guys are hanging out with me, then cool. Now, you can, if you want to. This is just a suggestion. You can, if you want to, do all the white parts white. There's nothing wrong with that. You can use a white marker. Got one right here. And use white on all that. I prefer not to, because I am not painting the sides right here. The sides. I'm only painting the heel and the toe. So I'm leaving this white and the sole white. So I don't really want to I don't want to have to take white and paint all this white to match this white. If that makes sense. Now, let me see here. What do I do with that silver? There's something that I like to do. There you go. Parked Out by the Lake. That's the name of the song. If you haven't heard that song, it's just it's awesome, but it's also hilarious. And yeah. But that was just my reference to how you can just write a song. I mean, look at that one song. Isn't there a song? I don't know. Reminds me of Pee Wee Herman. I don't know why. What's that song? Tequila. You know? Everybody knows that song. It got one word in it. One word. So, anyways, I believe you can. Art is just an expression of what you want to make it. I'm just coloring this little tag right here, the little Vans tag. That's something I've been doing lately. But this one I'm going to do a little bit different. Usually I keep it to where it says Vans. But I wanted to, no, you know what, maybe I'll just keep it with it where it says Vans. I'm just going to I'm going to let that dry up first. But I was going to do the lettering back here, so. Oh, my back is kind of hurting. I'm just going to finish off this shoe, and then,
Finish it off.
yeah.
What's because we have like a sign off video now, so once you're done, just give him the all.
Yeah, I'm just going to line out these letters back here so I could show them, and then I'll be done. Jeremy Brock, what's up, bro? Thanks, bro. Just doing some Vans shoes. You should send me some shoes, bro. I've been telling you. Send me some shoes, man. I'd love to paint a pair of shoes for you. Oh, Jeremy Brock. Send me some shoes, bro. We'll paint them up. Put Barney and Friends on there for you. That's your jam, right? Barney and Friends. I love you. You love me. We're not doing that version. Oh, this looks cool right here. I like this. These are some custom letters that I did. I was messing around the other day and I was like, wow, I really like these. So I said, I gotta do this on a pair of shoes. And it just so happened that I had these shoes. It just so happened that I know somebody who's a Raiders fan. Ha! Who's that? Is that the guy's name?
Who?
On the shoe. This dude. I thought we were calling him something. What's his name?
Scully.
Scully. Almost said Chesty.
Chesty Puller.
Chesty Puller. It's not Chesty Puller. I mean, if you put Chesty Puller on a football logo, that team is going to be kicking some ass. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to win every game, but you're not going to want to meet those guys in the parking lot if you lose. You know? If you don't know who Chesty Puller is, you're going to have to look it up.
That was a contender for my boy's name, Chesty.
Chesty. Really? You were going to name your son Chesty?
Yeah.
Really?
No, my wife wouldn't let me.
Dang, that's gangster. My nose is itchy. Uh-oh. My nose is itchy. I got that. I got the MBV 20. Does anyone know this guy's name? What did Seth say?
Looks like Randy.
Hey, Mr. Kicker, Bocker, Bippity Bop. What'd you say? Randy? Of a pirate or raider wearing a football helmet was created. Randolph Scott?
That's what it says.
That's what it says, huh?
That's what the internet says.
So his name's Randy? Oh, Randy. You know Randy? Yeah, that's the dude on the logo of the Raiders. Randy. No, his name's not Randy. His name's
Scully.
Scully. Everybody knows that's Scully. Randy's his first name. Scully's his nickname. Randy. That's crazy. Like all of the names you could think of in the whole world, what's the name of that dude's name on the front? That's probably not his name, but the guy's name that created him, his name's Randy. So I know if I was creating a character, I'd just name Randy. Mr. Butt Chin. It does have a butt chin. I got a friend named Mike. He's got a hell of a butt chin. I mean, it's bad. Ooh, I wish you were on here too. Oh, Mike. Yep, you know who I'm talking about too. I got a lot of friends named Mike, but this guy knows who I'm talking about. And this dude's got a butt chin, man. Sometimes, this is kind of gross, sometimes I'm just waiting for it to poop. Such a full-on butt chin that I'm just waiting for him to poop on his stomach. Because it looks like a full-on butt. Anyways. That dude's probably not my friend anymore. Probably gonna call me up and be like, dude, that's sour. Well, whatever, man. I mean, I don't even know if it's legal for me to tell this story, but I'm going to anyways. My buddy Mike, the one that I'm talking about with the butt chin, I joked about him with that butt chin so much that when he got promoted to sergeant, we were in Iraq, I said, I'm gonna lick your butt chin. And he's like, what? And I said, if you have me promote you, I'm gonna lick your butt chin. And he thought I was joking, so he got promoted. He asked me to pin on his rank, and afterwards I licked his butt chin. Pretty aggressively too. I'm quite big. I'm 6'10", he's like 5'9". I destroyed that butt chin. But anyways, back to the paintings. So here, here we're painting an R. Oh man. I like that fun, man. I like the party. Every day is a party with me. Every day. Oh, Randy. Hey, you know, that's kind of cool that you said that guy's name is Randy, because I'm putting RN on the back of these shoes, and most people would think Raider Nation, but it's not. It's Randy Nation. The nation of Randy. Who's Randy? It's the dude on the logo, duh.
Oh, they should put the South Park Randy. No, you gotta follow. They say things with that.
Sandman, what's up? Sandman can. Huh?
Tell about what we do here. CreatiVets.org/live. Art, music, summer.
Yeah, CreatiVets. If you're just joining us, CreatiVets.org is, and we're live. CreatiVets.org live. We're doing art and songwriting to help empower veterans through different forms of art and dealing with the unseen wounds of war, PTSD, TBI, things of that nature. So if you're just tuning in, thank you. We have classes on here daily of artists, musicians alike out there trying to help our veteran community. Check this thing out. All done. Well, almost all done. I got about one little outline to do, and then we're gonna call these finished. So appreciate you joining me today, and I'll be on here again soon. Thank you for everyone that signed in and watched me today. I'm gonna have to get after my mom and find out where she was at. That's alright. I think moms get a free pass. So. Alright, that's about it. There it is. RN off the back, Raiders off the front. We learned how to do a little bit of prep work beforehand. You can see all the over. So, cool. Alright, till next time. Thanks, guys. one shoe done. Huh? I'm still on?
We are a nonprofit that's helping combat disabled veterans heal through the arts and music. Our art programs in Chicago and California help combat disabled veterans tell their story through art. We enroll them into the best art institutes in the country. We pay for their tuition, their housing, their food all 3 weeks so that they can finally tell their story through art. We also bring combat disabled veterans to Nashville, to places and rooms like this here at the Grand Ole Opry, to tell their story for the first time with pro songwriters all about the things that they went through that they've never been able to talk about before. These programs have been extremely successful in helping veterans combat their PTSD. Right now, CreatiVets has more veterans applying for our programs than we do funding. So if you can go to creativets.org and donate, we would appreciate it.